everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Happy Easter, guys. Thank you guys for being here today with us. As you can see, we're back with the real ones. We missed last week because these guys were busy doing everything but collecting as usual. So
I was watching soccer games.
Soccer games. So we're back, guys. Hopefully we got more showing up. I thought we were going to have more than just us three today, but we'll see what happens. Nefty, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Happy Easter.
Good. Happy Easter, everyone. Thank you for having me today. As the priest told me this morning, Dominos vos vescum, et cum spiritu tuo. The Lord be with you and with your spirit. The priest told me.
Rob, happy Easter. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me again. Happy Easter, gentlemen. Happy Easter, everybody out there in the collecting world.
So, guys,
pleasure to be here.
We are gonna obviously recap some stuff. We got to talk about specifically the dark side again.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys watch my stories. I don't know if you guys saw what I posted about somebody in the chat.
Yep.
Saying some things that he
false.
Proven. Well, it was proven wrong big time. Okay, so we're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about also Jack Sparrow and the lottery system and see what these guys think about the whole system. Obviously, they buy from Sideshow as well. But let's say hello to the chat real quickly, and then we get started, guys, since we had you guys waiting a while. We got Babo. Happy Easter, Babo, thank you.
Happy Easter.
Guys,
happy Easter.
Look at this background he made me. Shout out to Bob. Happy Easter, Babo. Babo. We got Anthony in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Happy Easter to you, too. We got Gilbert in the house. Happy Easter, my friend. Thank you for being here. Joker J in the house. Happy Easter, my friend. He says we need 1/6 Jesus. Maybe we'll do it. A 2-pack with short round.
One rooted, one sculpted.
Oh, man. It'll look like John Wick. We got Rudy in the house. Happy Easter, my friend. Thank you for being here. Driving around. Imagine. Unbelievable. We got TK in the house. How are you? Guys, you got to check out TK's latest video. Okay. I'm the main attraction in the video. No, I'm kidding. He added me to his video. Oh my God. Again, I already talked to him, but thank you. Very flattering. The video was cool. The section, the way he put my collection tour in his video, awesome. So thank you. I never expected anybody to do that. Nobody ever has. So I was very surprised, but in a good way. So again, thank you, my friend. Happy Easter to you. We got Chris, my friend. Happy Easter. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is in the chat before we get started. We got David in the house. Welcome, my friend. Happy Easter. Hope you have a good day. We got Leo in the house. Welcome, my friend. Happy Easter. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. So let's get started. We have, as we all know, Jack Sparrow. We got artisan version. Nobody expected this. I definitely didn't. At least not anytime soon. At least not how it showed up. We talk about this plenty. That this is how Hot Toys does this, right? They'll throw a figure out there out of left field. There's no reason for timing. There's no there could be, right? Are they talking about a movie? I don't know. I thought I heard something about a movie, but again, just because of that, does that warrant them making this figure artisan, right? We're going to get into that. So let's start with Nefty. Nefty, first, are you a fan of the Jack Sparrow figures? Are you a fan of the movies? And how do you feel about the figure overall, specifically the artisan? We're going to get into, the sculpted later, but specifically this one.
Absolutely. I'm a fan of Pirates of the Caribbean, and I love the figure, the artisan version. We know that this is going to be a line that Hot Toys is going to be chunking out, and this being one of their earlier figures, when Hot Toys was in its infancy, and it makes sense for them to remake it, regardless if a movie is rumored that's coming out or not.
Right.
the can I go into the lottery system?
Go ahead.
Yeah, the lottery system. I mean, I was caught off guard. I don't know if you saw in the chat the lack of notification that we got for this when it was up
Hmm.
for sale. I was literally watching Ghostbusters in the theater, and so I had no choice but drop big bucks overseas to get this bad boy because there was no way I was getting it from Sideshow.
What did
You
you
know,
pay? What did you have to pay for it?
I wound up paying 580, not including shipping.
Yikes.
That's not
So
bad
I
though.
will
That's
yield.
not bad. That's not
I
bad.
will. Well, I'll tell you what. From the individual that I got it,
Mhm.
he started off at 580. I looked last night. He was at 640. So
Damn.
he obviously he went up because when I ordered from him, the Sideshow thing hadn't started, but I was in the movie theater. There was no way I was
Right.
gonna because the signal in the theater is bad. So right before I went in, I dropped it. Now as per the system, listen. I'm not a sneakerhead. I'm not in the statue business, but I suspect that they have a system, and I'm curious to hear from people what we see in the sneakerhead community or in the statue head community. Do they have a better system than this? I'll take what we have now because it is what it is. But I'm curious because a lot of people, including me, will say that I don't like the system. But is there anything better? And I know there are other collectors out there that collect sneakers or statues that have gone through this, and maybe they can chime in and say, "Hey, there is a better way of doing this," or maybe not. But as per the figure, I'm all in. I expect that the Hot Toys in their mind, they have these top figures already in mind that they're gonna make artisans. So even if they weren't be popping out with a Pirates of the Caribbean, which I believe they are, this is coming down the line. Any other iconic characters that they've done in the past, I would suspect they would make that artisan would make sense because I don't see an artisan making sense on an alien figure. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm all into this line. I purchased two. I purchased this one, the artisan, and the base one from Sideshow. So I did get into Sideshow.
So you mentioned something about the amount of of notification time.
Mhm.
That
Oh,
was
the lack of.
well, yeah. So you're not the only one mentioning that. I saw somebody posted about that in the group. They sounded very upset about the fact that there was no time from the moment it was announced to the moment that it was going live. It's something that it never happened, right? At least we get a day in advance. They'll let us know,
Yeah.
hey, it'll be there tomorrow at blah time. You know what I mean? They give people hyped, but does that mean, do you take that as, is this a one-time thing? It just happened that way because of whatever reason? Or do you think they're doing this on purpose to kind of not make so many people sit in the queue all at the same time for no reason at all? So it's pretty much kind of like whoever's around here's your choice. You know what I mean? Instead of gathering all these people all at once, like, hey, be here tomorrow at this time, and it'll be a nightmare.
I mean, I'm going to give Sideshow the benefit of the doubt that they're taking each of these instances of these sales like this, that they're learning from it. Maybe now, what do they learn from this one? Lack of time for notifying people. Is that something that they need to pay attention to? Even the actual setup, because I know that I have missed past artisans, and it was crazy. I was like online, and then I got shot back, and same thing And listen, and I understand this is part of collective. This is the hunt. You understand? Sometimes it's not that easy for exclusive. And again, I welcome the other communities that collect sneakers and statues who are well established and probably been through this a billion times. Probably they can throw in their 2 cents, and maybe Sideshow should listen and look at those communities, what they do, if in fact they are better than this system. Because again, I've never bought sneakers like that or statues that are exclusive. Right. So I'm just curious,
No, that's true. It's a good point, and it's a good question because I'm the same way. I never collected sneakers. I know they have their own thing, right? So I know one thing that does happen is there's a lot of sniping with that, especially online. I didn't even know that
Yeah.
was a thing. Apparently, there are websites where you put in whatever information is or whatever listing you're after, and you put in whatever amount you want the website to, whatever bid you want the website to make for you at whatever time. Obviously, when the listing's about to end, and apparently people, and I mean, now you got the bots, right? But before the bots, it was the sniping websites.
I didn't even know that. I just
Yeah,
heard
I had
something
no
else.
idea either. I found this out
That's crazy.
years ago because one of my buddies, who is a big eBayer, and he was big into buying like car parts because he owned like a shop, but it was like not like a mechanic, but it was more like if you wanted like rims and wheels and customized stuff, like that's the shop that he owned. So he was always buying stuff like that, and he was the one who told me. Again, this was 2007, 2008, 2009. Like back then, this was happening. So again, now the difference is there's none of that because now you got the bots. Look at what happened with the Sony PlayStation 5. Nobody got one because all the bots took them all.
And you bring up a good point. Behind the scenes, Sideshow has to deal with this. The bots, the snipers, and what have you. And I understand in the collecting world, there's always going to be scalpers.
Right.
That's part of
Everywhere.
the game.
Right.
And I hope no one hates, but I kind of fall into that philosophy of Mike from last night that I do welcome exclusivity, even if I don't get it. It's part of the game. You understand? It's part of the hunt.
That makes the game more valuable, right? That makes it that makes the figures more desirable. Look at what's happening. Look at what happens when Hot Toys makes everything available for everybody. People make fun of it. People don't want it. People wait until it's dirt cheap. They just don't.
Bargain bin.
Yeah, they don't care for that. They don't appreciate it. So that's why when people, regarding the exclusives specifically, and they don't get to them, it's like not everybody's meant to get everything. Like what is the issue? It is what it is. If you really want it, then you got to go spend the money, and that's it. But it shouldn't be, oh, this sucks. Like you shouldn't bash, the company over it just because you missed out. Because again, they're limited for a reason. Not everybody's supposed to get everything.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, so in summary, I understand that Sideshow has a lot of behind the scenes landmines that they got to navigate through, and but if they can take from the community, and again, for those people that are deep into the statue and sneakers and whatever other communities that have a lottery system, if their system is better or if there's something in that system that can be implemented here, pass it along to all of us, or to Sideshow, I should say. Make the game a little more fair.
Yeah, but do you really think Sideshow's really going to care about any of that? Definitely not. If they got their own ways of doing things, they're going to be like, oh yeah, let's take this system to help everybody out. They would never. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cynically, they're getting paid no matter what.
Exactly. So they're not looking to make anything better for us if they're making the money either way. We got Luch in the house. Happy Easter, my friend. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is in here real quickly before we go to Rob. We got Punisher in the house. How are you, my friend? Happy Easter. Thank you for being here today. By the way, happy 200. Yes, thank you. Today, I think it's not today. Yesterday was 202.
Whoa,
thank you, my friend.
Congrats.
Yes.
Ooh, congratulations.
Thank you. We can barely run a smooth giveaway. Imagine having a fair, limited, exclusive release in a piece of he said, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yikes.
Oh my god. And guys, yes, if you guys in
1 second.
like button if you don't mind.
For me.
Blah. Oh.
So what's
up, Papa?
So Nefty, now
yeah,
let's get to the actual figure. How do you feel the hair looks, the wool looks?
I like the wool, I like the hair. I've had the same concern that I've heard people talking about the dyeing aspect of the forehead, but I can understand you're not going to be removing that and exposing the forehead. But everything about this, I love it. I obviously don't own the original one, but those pieces in the front, you mentioned that they're plastic, but were they movable or they were like hard that you couldn't move the head?
They're sculpted. So what happens is they attach up here somewhere, so they're kind of tight, but they're bundled together.
No.
They hinder movement. They hinder movement.
Not at all, because they're thin, so they move with the head. They're attached, so they move. It's not a problem. But the fear is that they could snap because they're so thin. You know what I mean?
Something cool, Mazinga.
You don't play. You don't really touch them. I don't really touch them. You don't really play with them. But that's the only fear. So Rob, go ahead.
Yes, sir. It looks good. I'm a fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean. I like it's a great series of movies. Johnny Depp is the man. Nobody could play that role like him.
Mm-hmm.
My wife has the original DX, the one with the cannon shark base and all of that. It still holds up.
The 15.
Yeah, the 15. I had no idea that this was even coming out. Zero notification.
Yeah.
I found out in the chat that it was already over, so I was like, look, I'm glad because I'm like 0 for 0 with all the artisan lines.
You
only went for Anakin, no?
I went for everything on the artisan line. I was just going to snatch it up just because, right. Like it's a new thing for Hot Toys. I'll give it to my wife, throw it to her collection. Whatever.
Or give it to me.
Yeah, sure. I'll kill you for a quarter scale Grogu. Yeah, man. Like I'm 0 for 0, man. I haven't gotten nothing yet. The only thing I was able to get my hands on was the Umbra Trooper, and I didn't even bother with Sideshow. I just went straight to my hookup overseas, and that was finito.
Now, you bring in the Umbra, and I want to bring up something which is so guys, it's still available for $534, and that was my point to Rob. Rob, what do you think of a trooper? Okay, a trooper. Yes, it's limited. Yes, it's special. Yes, blah blah blah. You get 3 helmets. $534.
That's insane,
right?
Yeah. That's insane. Listen, man. If I missed out, I wouldn't even try it.
And look at that. It says only 300 quantities will be released in Hong Kong.
That was insane. 5 and change.
Crazy. Right?
Let me ask you something. Do you think in the world of Hot Toys, the big boys sitting in the executive board, they have a category of, let's say, these are our top iconic characters from the past, right? And these are the ones we're gonna make artisans of. For example, Bruce Lee, right?
That would be nice.
That's one of their old figures, right? Bruce Lee, Dark Anakin, a Wonder Woman, and now Jack Sparrow. I mean, you think that would be the philosophy behind artisan figures? They go back to whatever iconic figures they've had from the past that is a surefire to sell, and artisan is you can do artisan on it. For example, an alien, you're not gonna do no real hair on an alien, or what could you do and call it artisan, right? But would you think that would be the method of operandi by Hot Toys? They follow the path of artisans with figures that they've made in the past that were surefire. A Bruce Lee, you can do. Short hair, kind of a little puffy.
Is that for Rob?
That's for you.
Oh, for me. Oh, well, they're always going to go for, obviously, figures that they know are going to sell. They know that are popular, right?
Sure.
I feel like they're going to get to a point where they're just going to start making figures that you're like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that one. You know what I mean? Like, I'll expect a Black Widow at some point, especially the very first Avengers one. That needs a reissue real bad because that figure is garbage now. And because it's a very first Black Widow, I will never get rid of her. She looks like a Barbie doll, like that hair, all those curls, they look cheap. That whole figure looks very cheap. But again, it's the very first one. It has its value and its meaning. When it comes to likeness, when it comes to how it looks, when it comes to that body, it's very, very old. So it doesn't feel right like the newer Black Widows in general. So
Alea?
Huh?
a Leia maybe too, or Artisan Leia, a New Hope.
Artisan Leia. So I mentioned when I forget what we were talking about regarding Leia, and I said don't be surprised because that's a very easy thing to make. To
Mm-hmm.
make
Yeah.
those buns,
But
and her
yeah.
hair just parted like this. That's one, two,
Mm-hmm.
three. So do I think it's coming? Absolutely. The thing is, if you pay attention, they
I
haven't
could
really
see a Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon,
I could
right?
see a, I could
Qui-Gon,
see a, I could see a Qui-Gon.
100%.
But
Qui-Gon.
I would say it has to be a artisan figure that's been a hit in the past. So it just
Well,
can't be a mediocre character. I
well,
would suspect.
well. It could be once Hot Toys reaches a level where all their hits are over. You know what I mean?
Ah, got you, got
So
you.
like if they're done with, for example, the figures that everybody expects the most, a Bucky, right? Like you mentioned, a Qui-Gon. These figures, the fact, and forget the hair. If Hot Toys announces another Qui-Gon right now, people go crazy for it. Just because of the figure. Forget the hair. Now you
People
add
regretted not getting him when he was
exactly,
first out. A lot of people passed on that figure, and a lot of
exactly,
people are searching for him now. So
exactly. So
that was an ass kicker for a lot of people.
it's not only the magnitude of the figure or the character, it's what happened with that figure in the past as well. Because if
Hmm.
it's something that nobody wanted, but now it's very sought after, you better believe they're gonna make it because they know that
Hmm.
people want it, and now they could do the same thing they did with Jack Sparrow. Give you an artisan. Now that we see with Jack Sparrow, the very first DX artisan that is deluxe, very first one, right? So what does that mean? They could continue doing this, not for every figure because it doesn't make sense for every figure. But this for them is clearly such a big character that they needed to make 3 SKUs. Now,
Yep.
you can say the same about Anakin. Anakin, to me, I would consider to be a bigger character than him. Why would they only make 1 SKU artisan and not at least 2 to give
Hmm.
other people, the ability to get him?
Okay, they're
That's a
going to give us another one.
well, that's a money move, number one. But does that mean that they could just say we're done with Anakin? We're not making a sculpted? No, but
Never.
it doesn't look like they're heading that way because it wasn't even a tease, And if you're gonna go all artisan, right? Which this what I'm about to say doesn't apply always, right? If you're gonna make artisan, why would you bother with the sculpted, right?
Mm.
Clearly, that happened with Anakin.
Right.
But
Right.
it happened, but the opposite happened with the Joker. It happened with Jack Sparrow. It happened with
Mhm.
Scarlet Witch, right? They came with the root, they came with the artisan, but they also got their sculpted version. So why not Anakin?
Yeah.
It's weird, right? Again, Anakin is not a nobody character. Anakin is not
He
a
would sell. He would sell.
exactly. You're gonna
He
tell
would
me that
sell.
you
Yeah.
make 2 SKUs or 3 SKUs out of Anakin, he's not gonna sell?
Yeah.
Absolutely, he's going to sell. So, so that's how I look at it. That's how I see. It's like does it make sense? And that's why a lot of things, a lot of figures that you guys mentioned. Oh, do you think? I'm like, can they? Yes, but it doesn't make sense, right? I always say that it doesn't make sense at the moment, but clearly, Jack Sparrow doesn't make sense right now either. So what is he doing? So that's my point. They do this all the time. They'll throw figures out there randomly for no reason. But in my mind, I always have to make sense of everything. I have to figure out, why the pattern works or why it doesn't work. So I always say it doesn't make sense because to me, there's
It
nothing
makes
that's
sense.
happening. Right? Well, there's nothing that's happening for us to get that figure, announced, released, whatever. Right? Because there's no reason for that. There's no movie out. There's nothing to justify, hey, we're making this Jack Sparrow. Right? It just
Mhm.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I always say, oh, it doesn't make sense at the moment, but clearly it doesn't make sense for Hot Toys, period. So I have to stop saying that because they don't really care for that. So also, guys, the 2 head sculpts, right? The 2 face plates. How do you guys feel about that? Are you guys happy about it? Do you guys care? Do you guys like the way they look? Let's
Yeah.
go with them.
I think they look good. They look great. I love that little smirky down look. You know, that looks good. I like that expression on the right. It looks real good. I do a smug look. I like that. It's a little smirk. Yeah, this is a great looking figure, man. Like, congratulations to everybody that was able to snatch that artisan, man.
Well, let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
Eh,
580.
Let me tell you something. I was so happy that I got it. It was my very first one.
Like,
But
yo, look at that braid. Like,
yeah, no, it's sick. But the
that
my
is crazy.
disappointment about being able to get the figure was that the fact that I was able to get it says that they made a lot. And to me, it's
No.
like,
Yeah.
because I was never able to get any other one. Because remember,
How many of the artisans did they make?
4,000, but
4,000.
the sideshow doesn't get 4,000, so we don't know how many
Yeah.
they got. You know,
They
so
might get like about, I would say 1,500 tops.
Do
maybe.
you, Fat, do you think a three skew figure hurts the collecting community, or is
Of
good for the
course,
collecting
I mean,
community?
it doesn't hurt the community. It hurts sideshow trying to sell all those SKUs. You know what I
Because
mean?
one skew is gonna fall short eventually.
But here's one thing I've also noticed, right? So the reason why I would say that is because to me, a base model is not necessary. I will always get the deluxe
Yeah.
and I will always get the deluxe exclusive. So I don't need a base model, right? So I always say, why do they make all of these SKUs? It doesn't make sense. But it makes sense because not everybody's buying a deluxe. Not everybody can afford a deluxe. Not everybody cares about the deluxe.
Yeah,
So they
true.
have to make a base model for people who just want the figure, period. They don't care about a base. They don't care about a diorama. They don't care about spending an extra $150, $60, $70 because of these extra pieces that they know they don't care for. They know they don't want. So it can't hurt the community. It'll never hurt the community to give the community more options, right? But I personally say, who needs three? You know, because
Yeah.
I only focus on the deluxe, right? The one that the high end one, right? If you will. So and when it comes to the three SKUs as well, is now sideshow has to push more product, right? So that's more possibility for more product to sit in their warehouse because there's so much. Like I said, most people will like the deluxe. Most, not everybody, but most, right? To get the cool base, to get the cool diorama look, whatever. But a lot of people, again, like I said, they don't care for that. So they just want the figure. They just want to have it on the shelf. They don't care about the base. They don't care about any of that. So that's also needed for these types of collectors. So, it's they do it for a reason, and they do it because they know they have to do it. Because the moment that, let's say, for example, they just all of a sudden stop making base models, there are people who are going to be forced to buy the deluxe. But there are people who are not going to be able to afford the deluxe, and they're just not going to buy them at all. So
Mhm.
now you just lost a customer instead.
Yeah,
So
makes
that's
sense.
the problem.
Definitely. But as for the faceplate, the smirk, I definitely like that look. I love the fact that rolling eyes as well,
Yeah.
which is going to be interesting in the artisan. I guess through the back, you're gonna be able to peel off the back of the head or something to get to the eyes and the faceplate.
No. So it looks like it's probably going to be some type of magnetized piece that
Really,
it's removed. I think so.
a la J&D.
Well, think about how the previous pieces are always how they're always designed, right? It's always, whether it's a mouth, if it's a mouthpiece, it's what? It's a magnet.
It's a
It's
magnet.
magnet, yeah.
Yeah.
And perfect example, what did we have to do for classic Loki? A face replacement.
Hmm.
So that's what I mean. Actually, let me grab the figure because I want to make sure. Because
The
That's
fact
interesting.
I can't wait for the Jack Sparrow in art.
Damn, five and change, huh?
Yeah, man. But I was in the movie theater. I was about to go and see Ghostbuster. Signals is not good, and I said, you know what? Gotta do it. Gotta
Might
go
as
for it.
well avoid the headache, right?
Yeah,
If you want it, go for
yeah,
it, man.
yeah.
I
But I
hear
am
you
getting
on that.
Sideshow, so I'm paying my dues, buying from Sideshow still.
see, so this figure, right? Perfect example of how the face is going to work. The only difference is there's no hair on here. So this is going to be a very smooth on and off process. The difference is people get scared of the Jack Sparrow because of the fact that you got all that hair and you're like, oh, I'm going to mess up the hair, blah blah blah. Believe me, you're not. So look at how you remove this face. There it goes. So it's a magnet, like I said.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be a magnet. Anytime you have to replace a face on a figure, it's always
going to be a magnet.
You can't do anything else because how is it going to stay stuck on the figure?
Yep.
Without the
like the Batman, the Batfleck, the Justice League Batman with the faceplates, they're all the same, all with magnets.
Correct. So that's the thing. So that they're not doing anything different for this Jack Sparrow at all. It's all going to be the same. Remember that Hot Toys.
That looks great.
Hot Toys doesn't really change much of their systems unless they come up with something better. They will always reuse the same system unless either it doesn't work anymore or it doesn't fit whatever figure they're doing, and they'll come up with something new. It'll happen every time, So that's why I don't ever doubt Hot Toys in that regard, because they'll always do whatever works. And that's why I never question them. One example I always bring up is when the Peacemaker came out. The Peacemaker had the arms with the exposed joints that looked, but I was the first one. The arms are fine. It is what it is. Who cares? Hot Toys designs their figures how they're supposed to be according to them. So I didn't complain about the arms at all. People complain. They changed the arms, and the figure looks incredible with those arms. And I was the first one who said, "Oh, I don't care about those arms. Why everything doesn't have to be seamless." Let me tell you something. Those arms made the figure
huge improvement.
Absolutely. So, that's why I never question them. Just because I know they always make whatever's best for the figure, they'll always decide that. But I guess, to some extent you have to complain, because I guess if you're not happy, why not? You got to say something. Nathan says, let me catch up with you guys. I think the Artisan Leia would be her outfit from RTJ. Her hair down and braid. So going back to that Leia conversation. So yes, can they do it? Absolutely. It'll be an easy figure. It'll be a very expensive figure. The thing is that they haven't been reissuing any Leias, period. Right? Since the very, very first one they ever made, we have never gotten that one at all, ever again. From the second one they made, we've never gotten that one ever again. From the third one they made, we've never. So they're not reissuing Leia's left and right, which, it's great. But what does that mean? Does it mean that they're never going to reissue anything? No, that's not what that means. But what's taking so long? There's got to be some type of schedule. There's got to be something. But can they make them? Always. What do you guys think?
Artisan Crow will be nice too.
Artisan Crow.
Fix the leather issue as well.
That would be sick. Absolutely. Give us real leather, a real leather jacket, real leather outfit. The hair real. That would be a sick figure. Because that head sculpt is great. Still to this day.
They gotta do Bruce Lee again, man. Enter the Dragon. Update that body and everything.
That could be an Artisan figure too.
I mean, does Artisan work well with short hair figures?
So that's the thing. Until they decide to make one, we'll find out. Because we'll never know.
We'll see. We'll see with Anakin.
Well, Anakin's still, he's got. Well, the thing with Anakin is not so much that it's long. It's full. It's like bushy. Yeah.
He's got fluff hair. His hair really fluffed out.
So that's the difference, right? It's not like a straight long hair. So that's going to be a little different. So it's going to look. I think it'll look fine. I think it'll look great. Cassandra, welcome. Happy Easter. Thank you for being here. We got Tali in the house. Happy Easter, my friend. Thank you for being here as well. Joker just says, think we'll ever get a short hair Gooding like Padawan Obi. See, the short hair is the issue, I feel like anything short hair, whatever figure they decide to do artisan style with short hair, they better make sure that they have mastered long hair first. Because to start making short hair things, when you haven't mastered long hair, what's going to happen is you're going to disappoint everybody.
A Terminator short hair.
bro. So that would be a figure. That would be like the first figure that would be made. You know why? Because he's got
A
hair,
buzz.
hair that's long enough to to give it that
Buzz.
sharp. You're right. That
Yeah.
sharp look, like Ivan Drago style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they could do that. They could do that with those figures, you know, and they'll look nice. But again, they got whoever's doing this hair, they got to take 1,000-hour class to learn exactly. I'm telling you, you have to. You can't just be like, oh, let's give them this and see what happens, because people will complain. People will complain more over Hot Toys than they do over inert. And no, seriously. And I forgot to give them their wake up call this morning. I completely forgot to wish him a good morning. We got Nathan Henderson signed me up. I would love a Bush. Yeah, a Bush was ever made either.
Yeah, I have a Sideshow one.
Right, the Sideshow. Yeah, but that's crappy. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I have it as a stand piece with my Java set.
Oh, nice. Happy Easter, Commander. We got Harold. Welcome, my friend. Happy Easter. Thank you for being here. You made it. Welcome. I hope so. Brad, how are you, my friend? Happy Easter. I'm waiting for inert to drop silicone version with moving fingers. This guy, unbelievable. We got Chris in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Happy Easter. Albert, happy Easter, my friend. Just kidding. Can you imagine? Oh, my God.
Rewind.
I know, seriously. Thank you for being here, my friend. He says, I feel ignored. Here, I got some for you, Brad. I got some for you.
Yay.
Oh, man. Let's see. We are so jaded. These figures are amazing. Look, yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Yo, you know what's crazy? I don't know if you guys noticed this. Look at the pores on the face. That's crazy. That's crazy. It looks like he had acne in the past. He's got those like.
It's a hell of a looking. That figure looks amazing, man.
No, it's sick. It's sick. Steve 131, welcome. Happy Easter. Nice to see you. First time here, Steve 131. Easy peasy. Fabs roughing up his. Oh my God. Fabs. No, this thing was flying because I was trying to lift it from one angle and it like shot up. Kevin also. There you go. That's another one. So yes, it'll always be a faceplate. And again, I like I said, the fear is, well, how are we going to take this off with the hair? I'm telling you that it's not going to be a problem at all. And I have a feeling that what this bandana here is going to be your guide to adjust where the face goes and, to slide it under, so that's, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Hopefully, at least I hope.
Yeah, because that's what it looks like. Because if you look, the brow line, it's just perfectly lined up.
Right. Yeah,
with
exactly.
The bandana. So
exactly.
it does look like a guide mark.
Yep. That's why Fabs buys doubles breaks. Imagine. I always have backups. I could see an Endor Leia artisan. Ooh, that would be nice. I have a feeling they could, I have a feeling they can make everything, right? It's just when, it's just when. I want artisan Jar Jar, imagine.
Jar Jar.
That figure is coming 100%, that Jar Jar. 100%. Jay and Deer, imagine. Guillermo, welcome. Happy Easter, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Happy Easter, brother.
Oh my God! Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Harold, my friend.
Oh!
No way! No way! Hey, Harold, my friend, thank you. That's awesome. Welcome. Harold, you won't regret it.
Come to jump in.
Yeah, Harold, you want to jump on?
Come on.
Yeah, let me know if you want to jump on. I'll send you the link. He's probably gonna say no, he's busy dropping a deuce. Oh man. Harold, jump on. Let's go. I'll send you the link. I read this already. Let's see. CAD beam. We got that. We got that. We got that. We got that. Artisan J. All right, so I think we got everybody. We got everybody. Steve, yeah, I think we got everybody. I'm like the only non. I like the only non-member. See, I would, but everybody's.
Badge of honor.
We can't get the vid through the camera. Come on, just jump on. Faz's gonna start treating me like a leper. Oh man.
Oh,
Come on, we can't get the flu through the screen. Let's go. All right, so guys, now the base. So again, no surprise that Hot Toys reuses everything all the time. As much as they can, they will. But as you can see, this bottom piece is totally different, and we get this chest. I don't know if you guys know where this chest is from, but it kind of looks like the what's his name? The bad guy from
Davy Jones.
Shang-Chi. No, from Shang-Chi. Remember the suit version? Wenwu suit version, chest with the rings inside. That's what it looks like. Slightly different, but it looks like it's a new thing. So let's go with Rob. Rob, how do you feel about the base? Are you a deluxe collector? Like, do you have to get the dioramas? You have to get the big bases, or you just like the figure and that's it?
Nah, go big or go home. I always got to get more for my bucks, man. Get more bang for the buck. Always go deluxe.
Always deluxe, right? And
Always.
do you always display the deluxe or no?
Depending on the figure and
Well,
what I want to do with it.
The base, though, you always have to get the base.
Yeah, because being that I like to switch out a lot, so having diorama bases is a plus. I prefer the one to the left. I like that little water diorama. It's a good looking base. I mean, you can't go wrong. Two different ones, two different styles for two different people, display how you like.
Now, question for you. The lantern. Okay. So remember we got that cheap Ahsoka one.
Yeah, that was garbage. It didn't even light up. Yeah.
So now this is an LED light up one. Do you appreciate this by Hot Toys, or would you do you not care about any of that?
I'm really pissed off because they could have gave us that with a Ahsoka too.
Right? Exactly.
Like, why would you do? Why would you not do both? Like,
exactly.
Like.
And it's a DX too. It's a DX too. That's the Ahsoka.
Exactly. It was a DX, and you gave me this plastic painted lantern. This one's a light up. Like, just to be sorry for your foul up and screw up. Everybody who has the Ahsoka should just get one free from Hot Toys in the mail. Like, sorry for the mishap. We don't know what we were thinking. It was some good shit that we smoked the other day, and
you know what's crazy?
We realized what we did.
You know what's crazy? The biggest slap in the face was that in the promo picture, it looked like it was lit.
It looked like it was lit up. Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, I was like, it thing is lights up, and then you get it. It's all painted. You're like, what the hell is this?
What was this? Yeah, exactly. Real pissed off with that one.
How do you feel about it?
I love it. I always go for the deluxe of any package. Now, question: the left and the right. One is the deluxe and one is the base. Fabs? This is the deluxe on the left, right?
No, it's the same thing. What you're doing is it's one side. It's one side. This one with the label, and then if you flip it, it'll be this back of it.
Yeah, no, I'm getting the Artisan Deluxe, and then from Sideshow, I'm going to be getting the base one. So I have two of these steering wheels, and I love it. I love the light, and now especially that you tell me that hopefully it's LED light. This is not wood, right? You mentioned one of your.
No, it's not. It's not wood. It's not wood, but it's beautiful.
I saw someone on Facebook post a diorama that he placed this, and it was a diorama like of a ship, and with the old Jack Sparrow and the old steering. Oh, and it looked beautiful. It looked beautiful.
No, I wish things like this Hot Toys would give us wood. I mean, Ensabe, they gave us the It Man with the chair. Chair's made out of wood. Whoa. Sick piece too.
Oh, nice.
Sick. It's a sick piece. Like, it's a nice carved out chair. Like, you can give us that with this.
Which figure you said?
The It Man from Ensabe.
Oh, It Man, yes. Well, they give you that whole like
Oh yeah,
It's all wood too. That whole thing,
Stick,
right?
yeah. They gave it.
stick
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
man.
Even the practice dummy,
Yeah, the
it's
press
made out of
master
wood.
thing.
Like
Yep.
that's awesome, man. That's really dope.
And Enterbay is not like super expensive either. You know, they don't
Nah, they're
charge you like
not.
nickel and dime you for these things.
Yeah, they don't. It was a
Yeah.
good set.
They made 3 of them.
Yeah,
Ip Man
yeah.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah. I
Yeah,
only have
I think I got the third one with the chair, the practice dummy, the big diorama background that you can flip it is reversible, the
yeah.
suitcase.
No, they're nice. I don't have Ip Man. You know which one I have? The one that looks Black Mask, the one that looks like the Green Hornet, but it
Oh,
was
okay.
it
Kato.
was yen. But it wasn't green because Green Hornet was Bruce Lee. But the one
Yes.
I'm telling you about, either the Black Mask or the Black Fist, was Donnie Yen. But it was the same style of character, same exact suit, black mask with that black hat, just like Kato, but it was Donnie Yen. It was called, like I said, Black Fist,
Mm,
Black Mask or something by Enterbay. So I have that one. But I
okay.
never got it. I never got an Ip Man, but I know which ones they are because, like I said, I've seen them over the years, and it always comes with some wooden thing, and it's
Yep.
always real wood. We have a message from Harold. He says, where was it? Here. He says, I'll take over the stream. He says, I'll take over the stream and kick Fabs out. I promise.
How dare you?
My thing with the Jack Sparrow that I'm in conflict with is that I'm thinking of getting a third Jack Sparrow because I want the 3 looks: the hat, the non-hat, the non-jacket look. Remember that
Yes,
in
you
one
can
of the
remove
pictures?
the jacket. You can remove the
Yeah,
jacket.
and it's a whole beautiful dynamic figure in that look as well. So that's my only thing. Obviously, the third will be a base because I'm not going to get another deluxe. So I'll get 2 bases. That's the only thing that I'm conflicting about, just to give myself that third look with Jack Sparrow because I like the non-hat, the hat, and then the one without the jacket. I think it's in the base that you see him without the jacket. You know,
Right.
and,
Right.
little
You do
posing up.
exactly. We're gonna get to that right now. So yeah. So now we're going to the base model, guys, which is this one, right? So also another thing I want to point out. So here it is without the jacket, right?
Yeah,
It looks
yeah,
like a
yeah,
completely different figure right here.
yeah, yeah.
Completely different figure, right? And if you want, you could obviously, put the hat on this or take it off just like this, and it looks again beautiful. But one thing I wanted to point out, these strands of hair here, guys, it's also going to be wool. I thought it was just going to be the real, the regular standard pieces of hair that they've used forever, and then obviously the braids were going to be wool for the artisan. They're using wool for every single SKU for the extra hair. The only difference is these braids here are all sculpted. It's all plastic, unlike the artisan, which everything is going to be made out of wool. So how do you guys feel about that? Well, Nefty,
No, I just got kicked in the nut because you just told me that I paid $580 for what 4, 5, 6 strands.
that's exactly what it is. And don't forget the back braid too.
Oh shit!
The
Yeah,
back braid is the big one.
yeah. That's the big one. That's the big one. No, I mean, look, you mentioned it before. You definitely need a base for people in the community that can't afford the deluxe or don't want to get the deluxe. They can afford it, but just they don't want to get the deluxe.
Right.
They want to give this. You want to give them an option. I am getting this one as well, and my only conflict is, am I getting a second base version of Jack Sparrow, which I think I'm gonna wind up getting it. Because I want that third look, the non-coat look of Jack Sparrow,
Right.
and I'm hoping that maybe this will be around for a while, and then we start getting discounts and this and that, and I jump on one of those,
Well, that's
to get
a great idea. That's a great idea because if you notice, also, guys, if you pay attention to these pictures, compare the pictures from the artisan and the deluxe, right? They're pretty much the same. If you look at this one, they purposely constantly keep showing you him without a jacket. Okay.
Yeah,
It could be right just because to show you, okay, you could get a completely different look, but also to show you that because of the fact that you can get a different look, it's enticing you to buy a second one as a base.
Yeah.
You know,
And I'll be honest with you. When I get the artisan one, I'm gonna be kitty gloves on that one. These versions here, I'm more like, come on, I'll stress these characters and posing.
you think you're going to be nervous playing with it?
You know, it is. It's an artisan, it's an exclusive in a sense. But these guys here, I'm gonna pose the shit out of them. You know?
Aren't these coming with like leather boots and leather goods?
Yes.
Yeah,
as
so
well.
Nice.
leather boots and leather belt.
Nice. That's a good upgrade right there.
You wasn't around, but the realization came to me that I'm basically paying 580s for about 6-8 strands of wool. They got me.
No, but look, the fact that they're focusing on the no jacket look says a lot, you know. And look how beautiful it looks.
I love it. I love it. Yeah,
so
I
much
love that look.
detail. The buckles are
looks
great.
good.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
A lot of good things hiding under the jacket. That's why I want this look.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm all in for this.
What I can do to mine is, the DX15. I could remove the jacket from that one and then do my artisan with the jacket on, But I should be expecting 2 artisan, so we'll see what happens with that. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I got one from Sideshow, but I may be also getting one from Toys for Kiddos. So that's what I'm saying. I could guarantee you the price on Toys for Kiddos is going to be $600 easy. The moment he puts it up for sale, when it's out, I can guarantee you if Sideshow's $495 and he's got to mark it up, it's going to be at least $600, at least.
Hopefully Fab's third-party company, they start revving up the machine and start coming up with the third-party Pirates of the Caribbean figures. I mean, they got a year to go before this bad boy is out.
Right.
The Barbosa, anything they've done in the past.
Well, Barbosa.
Well, I got a Barbosa. Who make that? Who make that figure?
Oh man. It was
Captain Salazar.
Yeah, it was. Let me find out actually.
I know it was something of the seas.
I would suspect third-party companies are going to jump on
SW Toys.
Okay, it's pretty fair, decent figure. It wasn't a bad figure. I liked it.
Somebody
I got that to pair up with my wife's Jack Sparrow.
Somebody customed it. They repainted it. Yo, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Somebody posted those pictures and I almost got this, but I was like, I don't have any room anymore for any of the pirate stuff. I guess I'm gonna have to make some now. Because
it wasn't a bad figure, and actually the tailoring for him wasn't half bad. It was pretty good tailoring.
Very good. It looked very good for
what about Davy Jones?
Davy Jones, nobody has made Davy Jones besides Hot Toys. Hot Toys has never reissued that figure. That is a grail 100%. I don't think they'll ever remake that figure ever again. Can they? Absolutely, but I think because of the fact that the way that it's made is literally a plastic mold for the entire figure. The whole thing is straight plastic. All of it is just a crazy detail on the figure. So that's what makes the figure. But I don't think they'll ever make that again. Ever. So anybody who owns that figure will be happy that they kept it forever, because you'll probably have some value if you ever have to get rid of it. Rob keeps signing off. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna get into the next topic, guys, which it's very hot right now, because it's really good. So we got more pictures of the the Mr. Knight. Yeah, the Mr. Knight. Did you pay your cable bill?
Yeah, I told you my son was coming over to redo my Fire Stick. So,
so we got Mr. Knight, guys. And I want to get into something that we talked about last night regarding the image that I pulled up with the head sculpt, right, of the actor.
Nice.
What's his name? What's the actor's name? I forget his name. Oh my God, what the hell's his name? Something Arthur, isn't what the Moon Knight actor? What's his name? I don't know his name. But anyway, so
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. Yeah, I said Arthur. So guys, so I have the figure right here, right? So the thing I want to talk about is this. So right after we go over these pictures, as you can see, so this is what I'm talking about. So as you can see here, guys, they're using the head sculpt on, this is obviously Hot Toys, right? This figure here.
Yeah.
What you're seeing, right? The only reason that you're seeing this head sculpt on this body, and as you can see, the neck is wrinkled here, is because the only way, we were talking about this before, the only way to get that head sculpt on this body is by doing this. So you're going to have to remove the head, right? You remove the head, right? You're going to lift the cape up, right? First, you got to remove this piece, which is the light. Oh, guys, look what just happened. So let me pull this out. So look what just happened. So I tried to take, so the whole neck came out.
Oh, sir.
See, so now we have a hole. Wait.
Oh.
See?
So
now,
you can.
Oh, wait a minute.
So it does go in.
but no, so here's the problem. If right, if this fits, right? If this fits, I mean, if the head is thin enough, it'll fit in here. If it's too thick, then we're gonna have to cut. So this is where I was headed. So to modify it, you're gonna have to cut
That all.
here and just slide this open to be able to get the head inside, because I can guarantee you this is not going to be able to open, which is why you see it here that it's wrinkled unless he forced it somehow. You know what I mean? Maybe he used some type of oil or something to slide it down. But I can tell you right now, the thickness of that neck is never fitting here unless it's forced one way or another, you know? So this has to be removed, as you saw. So this is the neck attachment that is in here. Now we're going to bring this back. That is deep in here, right? To be able to put that Moon Knight head sculpt on there. So it looks like we're going to be able to do it without a problem. Again, if we have to modify anything, it's going to be the back of that collar. So you know what? I'm not even going to put this. No, I don't know if I should put it back on. You know what I mean? I mean, it pops off, so it's not a big deal. I didn't even know this came off. Remember I told you guys? I was like, I would have pulled it off right away, but no. Oh, man. So that's, there we go. Perfect. Oh, so it's good. So that, I hope, now I have more hope.
That's a plus.
Before I was like, no.
Yeah, because you look at that picture, it looks flush.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
Oh, the head sculpt.
Yeah,
no,
it looks fresh.
Exactly beautiful. It looks perfect.
It looks like it's supposed to be exactly where
Correct. It looks like it fits, you know, it was made for that. Let me fix the collar.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you guys, it's gonna look amazing. So like I told you guys yesterday, I bought two of each, actually. I ordered my second Moon Knight yesterday. I ordered my second Mr. Knight yesterday. My first Mr. Knight was purchased 3 days ago now. KGHobby.com, guys, still has them available. So if you're looking for one, that's where you'll find it. Now this head's not fitting. Oh, here we go. There we go. Good. Beautiful. All right. So let's go with Rob. Rob.
Yes, sir.
The figure. How do you feel about the figure? Do you like the figure? Did you like the show? How do you feel about the character as a superhero? Would you get this? Are you getting this? Do you like it? Do you dislike it?
I've always liked Moon Knight. I'm a fan of Marvel. I don't want people to get me wrong, you know, but my lane is Star Wars when it comes to collecting. A fan of Marvel, always liked the Moon Knight character. Would I get it? No. Do I like the Mr. Knight? Yes. That's a great pair up.
that head sculpt, I'd
Yeah.
be damned that wasn't a Hot Toy sculpt.
Yes.
That's awesome work for a third party.
Yep.
Like Don't Sleep. I've seen a lot of So Toy figures, and some of their work is just really mind blowing. It's a good look to have both, like you're gonna do. So I can see it now. One Moon Knight with the hood, one Moon
Yep.
Knight with the
It's gonna be
Mr.
so
Knight head
sexy.
sculpt, and you're
It's gonna be
gonna have
so
a Mr.
sexy.
Knight with his hooded look, and then their face. That's a dope look.
It's gonna be sick.
I'm not gonna lie. When that Moon Knight came out, I wanted to get it, and I was looking to see if somebody would do it. Because for me, it's not something that's necessary. It's not a necessity for my collection. I did like the figure.
All
It
right.
looked sick. I think it was more the cape, the way you can do that cape.
Yes.
It gives it a strong, good presence. Like I wanted to get it, and then I didn't because it was just going to be a one-off. It was a great character though, great figure. Hey, you happy for everybody that's jumping on the entire process of getting that Moon Knight and Mr. Knight. It's going to be a good look.
Nefty, what about you? How do you feel about the figure? Did you get the figure? Are you getting the figure?
Of course he did.
Like the fact?
Yeah, I got the figure coming from 1/6 Outfitters here in New York. Once I understood the show, I loved it because it was a freaking ride.
It was crazy.
But
It was crazy.
in hindsight,
All right, I didn't even bring up the show because I got to catch it again.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm right now looking to pick up my second Moon Knight. I got it for 303. So I'm going to see if I make a move on that. I'm trying to log on to your boy, see what he got. But definitely, I have this figure coming down the pipe, and I love it. I love the whole thing. And it's going to go perfect with my Marvel collection. Now he's going to be in the. Is he part of the Thunderbolts? Let me just double check.
Moon Knight? I don't think so.
Let me see. Thunderbolts. Because I know that movie's coming out now.
No, I think it's part of another group. I don't remember. I don't think it's the Thunderbolts. He's got it. Oh my God, sold out. 316.
All right. Well, I have one place that has it for 303 still there.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, 303. Nope. Yeah, you're right. He's not part of the Thunderbolts.
No, he's not. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, he's gonna go in with my Marvel collection. I love the whole thing about it. I wish they did. What was the god's name?
Yes. Yes.
I know they did a figure of him, and then it disappeared.
Khonshu.
They made a. I guess they can't make a real life Khonshu.
Yo, Fabs, give me one sec.
Go ahead.
But yeah, definitely coming home. I'm loving it. I'm curious, like you, to find out how the head sculpt's gonna merge with the Moon Knight character. But yeah, definitely coming home.
This one.
They have an actual Khonshu
a 1/6 big one. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's gonna be huge though.
Yeah. Well, because in the movie he was tall.
Right. He's got to be a tall. This one.
That's it.
No, that's not it.
I hadn't seen that one.
No, that's a statue.
Okay.
No, it's not. No, you know what? I got to Google this. 1/6 Khonshu. Let me see which. I think here it is. Thunder Toys.
Okay. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, this thing is gonna be
269. Not bad.
No, it's not bad. Look at the detail.
Where's that from?
This is this is eBay. I don't what does it say? No, China.
Maron.
But look at that. That thing is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Look, the figure looks great. The detail looks great. I didn't pre-order this because I was like, nah. I was like, where am I gonna put this thing? But I think now that I have all those Moon Knights and Mr. Knights, I have to get it.
Have you dealt with Thunder Toys before, the brand?
Of course. They've made plenty of things already.
All right, look. I mean, I want to know how tall he is. Oh, he is taller than Moon Knight. Oh man,
yeah,
look at that right there.
That thing is huge. See, look at that. Oh my God, look how.
Oh yeah, man, that's it right there.
Look at that Moon Knight. Look at that. That's sick.
Coño, but China, man. I'm gonna have to look it up now. But I'm definitely after the show. I'm grabbing this bad boy.
Yeah.
Because now we
Thunder.
got Mr. Knight coming. Now,
Yep.
is this out or is still prepaid?
No, this is
Pre-order.
pre-order. This is pre-order. It's not out yet.
That
Yeah.
pre-order
So
from eBay.
you gotta just wait until it's out.
Yeah, man.
Because
Yeah,
that's
man.
what I'm doing. I didn't pre-order it either. I'm waiting for it to be out and then either get it from Kid if he has available or get it from anywhere else.
KG Hobby.
Yeah, KG Hobby or whoever has a Giant Toy, whoever has it available, I'll get it.
But this character, this figure, beautiful, awesome. The sculpt, everything about it, I love it.
How do you feel about the fact that they gave us light up function too?
Nice.
Amazing,
right?
Yeah. I'm dying to see someone review it because I want to see the actual lighting, how good it is, and overall the character.
Mine haven't shipped yet, so I haven't gotten any notification yet. But as soon as as soon as they ship, just wait for my video, okay? Don't watch anybody else until mine. Imagine. But hold on.
That looks good.
I got no emails yet.
Yeah, no, we ain't got nothing. Where is this thing? Here we go. All right, so
that looks good.
We have also, guys. What's the other one? So more pictures of Logan, old man Logan, right? There's another figure that is currently billing and they're charging and it's going to be shipping soon. So remember, there's two looks to them. You got a long jacket, you got a short jacket, which was a pre-order exclusive. Here you have the Baby Hulk, right? That is part of the comics, specifically this comic where he came from. That's why they're giving you the Baby Hulk. I had no idea that this figure even came with the figure, right? Which is cool to have. I don't see what the problem is. I don't have any issues with it being included. Here are some details with the shotgun and the bullets going in, the little shells. Look at the detail on his hat. Look at the rip. What do you guys think about this, Rob?
Looks good. Not for me.
Here's a short jacket.
Do you know about the soft goods? Is it leather?
No, I don't know anything. I don't know. I mean, I don't expect Social Toys to give us, amazing, quality, but they always do. I have no complaints about them whatsoever. I just don't know if this is real leather. Let me see if they say anything about it, which I doubt. I
do like that the fact that you can actually take those shotgun shells and
yes,
like
have them hold them.
Like in the stream last night when you guys were talking about it, when Brandon brought up the thing about the Mandalorian, the OG Mando, you could actually take out his slugs from the bandolier and act like you're loading up his rifle. So that's awesome. See, details like that bring the figure to life. Details like that give it a strong presence, man. Like that's everybody does little claws out and this and that. Sometimes that's it.
Yep.
Relaxed hands with the claws pop.
Yep.
You always see it.
Correct.
Fist clench, claws out. That looks like he's just chilling, but I'm still ready to take your head off. Come on.
Yep. Yo, I love this look. This is how I'm going to play my long jacket look, just like that.
It's a real nonchalant, chill out look, man. I like that.
Yep. And my short jacket look is going to be with the shotgun and no hat.
It's a nice looking fig, man. Like for people that are like hardcore Marvel, man, you guys are getting some good figures out here, man. Ando, what was it? Ando's who was it with Hot Toys?
Hono.
Oh no, they're dropping some nice looking X-Men figures. That line's gonna be sick. If they go along with this X-Men 97, that's gonna be a sick line. This, for those that are into the Wolverine, like I must have all Vaders. You got people that must have all Logans, go for it. It's a good looking figure.
Joker J says, can we talk about these neck connectors? What about them, Joker J? What do you want to talk about? What's your question? Oh man, the Mr. Knight. No, the Mr. Knight is gorgeous, a gorgeous figure. Now, Nefty, you're a Marvel collector. So I was gonna say, Rob, if you like the Marvel stuff, just sell your Star Wars, no?
Never. You gotta go to war before we had that happen, man. Let's go.
Nefty, how do you feel about the figure? Did you get this or no?
No, I did not get this figure. This is one of the ones that I'm gonna hunt down. Believe it or not, it's not going with my Marvel. It's actually gonna go with my Clint Eastwood collection.
Oh,
Because I'm
nice.
not gonna have. I'm gonna have him with that first picture you had.
That's
with,
a great idea.
Yeah,
Oh
because
my
I have a
God.
bunch of Clint Eastwood. But yeah, this is one of the ones that I do want, but I have to hunt down because I didn't pre-order or anything. So as soon as it starts popping up on the sites, I'm gonna jump on it and pick it up.
Is it
But
me?
yeah,
Is it just me, or does he look a little bit like Sabretooth?
yes,
Yeah, he does.
I thought that. I thought
Right?
that
He does.
from get. Yep.
No,
But with me, it's gonna be with the hat display, barely seeing his eye. You know, that first picture you had, right in with Clint Eastwood. So everybody that sees my Clint Eastwood section, like, who the hell is that guy? And then
Yeah.
goes the explanation.
see, I don't know. See, like I love this look here, but I need to use the shotgun at some point. You know what I mean? But I also love this look here. This one
That
right
look,
here, you know?
that one right there. That's
Hold
what I
on.
like.
Let me move this out of the way.
Yeah, see,
Look at
that's a good
Right-
look for the fig, man.
Right next to Blondie, you know, from the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Head tilted, hat down, claws
Yeah,
out,
no,
hands
that's
relaxed.
a
Like, let's
sexy
go.
pose right there. That's a sexy pose right there. And like I said, do you guys think the clothes are die cast? I think so.
They could be.
But you know what? Actually, I hope they are. The reason why I don't think they will be is because there's so many clawed hands. You know what I mean? They can't give you 4 pairs of clawed hands with die cast, you know? So that's why I don't think so. But they look like they would be. The shine is sick.
You know, it's crazy because this is one of the figures that I don't care so much about exposing his face. I'd rather have him like that. You can barely see him because the face, the figure.
Yeah,
he
that
looks
is
more like
true. Yes.
he looks more like Sabretooth.
That is
You know.
true. And it's even when it comes to like the detail of the actual figure of the face, like he looks good, but you can tell it's like kind of cheap. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look like
This is
it's-
one of those with the face covered up with the hat. It looks better.
right.
You know?
And you get a little bit of shadow here where you don't see him much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. He reminds me of Logan of
Sabretooth.
Brad says Hono hopefully does most of the X-Men fingers. They will. They're gonna do all of that
Fingers
animated
crossed.
stuff. Every single one. You're gonna see that line go
If
balls.
they drop a Mr. Sinister, I'm copping that figure.
I'm telling you, that's coming.
That's one of my favorite characters for X-Men. From
you
the
have to
villains,
realize,
I
too,
love some Mr. Sinister.
Morph is giving
Morph is the man.
well, he's giving us all of these characters. He did the Blob already. He did Angel or Archangel already.
He did Psylocke.
Right.
Yeah.
He did a bunch of characters.
Right. So we're getting them all because of him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sick. Can you imagine having an entire X-Men line 30 deep?
Yep.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hot Toys is gonna write to the writers of the show and say, "Yo, quit it with Morph, man. Popping out too much characters."
Chris says pre-sale Thunder Toys 16 gram moon 200-pound. Good deal. Might pick it up. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. That figure is necessary for your Moon Knight Connect. So, like I said, I have
What is a reliable store? Because the eBay is the
well, no, like I said, try KG Hobby, try Boy, try everywhere first, and then if you can't find it, then obviously your last resort is eBay.
Yeah,
but try everywhere else. Brings out by everyone a benign comic. What happened to a standard boy? Well, it depends on the body, right? Like this is not your standard figure because of look at it, so it's got to be modified to where it needs to work with the head, the neck, the torso. Everything's got to be, working together to make the one figure. So the reason why they didn't give you a regular just neck with a neck peg is because obviously it doesn't work with this. It's a smaller figure, as you can see. So they needed to make a smaller neck connector that goes from the body to the neck, right? And then from the neck to the head, right? They had to do all that to make the figure work properly. So that's why, and again, You put this figure next to any other standard figure. You put this next to a Captain America. You put it next to Batman. You put it next to Superman. This figure is a lot smaller in size than any of those figures. So it's a completely different body. It's a smaller body overall than anything else. Every figure has to be different. Every figure has to be, used specifically for what that character size is, right? That's why the scale of a figure is very important. So if you got an actor that's 6 feet tall, you're going to get a 12-inch figure. If you get an actor that is 5'11", 5'10", 5'9", your figure cannot be 12 inches if it's going to be to scale. So it's got to be slightly smaller. So therefore, I'm going to assume from the height of this figure compared to a Captain America that Chris Evans is taller than Oscar Isaac, just because this figure, when it comes to the mass of the figure, when it comes to the height of the figure, when it comes to the muscle mass of the figure, when it comes to, any type of muscle tone on the figure is non-existent because it's not that type of figure. So when it comes to a Superman, when it comes to a Batman, when it comes to all these figures, they're completely different bodies, and that's why they tower over something like this, because it's not a standard thing. So they got to modify whatever they need to modify to make the figures work. What were you saying? Oh, I thought you said something. Chris says, JJ, that's why I need to buy the neck ring.
You want to show them, Fabs, the pic that I sent you of Mr.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
It's easy if it's an easy thing.
So you guys could see.
It's like 2 LED lights, beady eyes looking at you.
Let me see. Here we go. This one, right?
That was,
you said this.
Yeah,
one?
that was from the the one without the headpiece.
Wait,
you show the exposed neck. I sent it to you on Facebook on the Messenger.
Oh yes. Okay. I thought I sent it to myself already. Here we go. All right.
That looks awesome, man.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So this is what the So-So Toys light up mechanism, right? The light up mechanism is going to look like, right? So pretty much just like the Hot Toys one, right? I'm going to show you guys the Hot Toys one real quickly. So if you remove the head and the hoodie, here it is, same exact thing. Let me try to. No. Here we go. So same exact thing as you can see. The only difference is that this one comes with one bulb, and as you can see, the So-So Toys comes with 2 bulbs. One here and one here. This one, like I said, Hot Toys only one. It doesn't need 2 because it just needs to give you. It just needs to give you the the light up, the light in the figure. It doesn't need to give you 2 bulbs because one clearly works perfectly fine. I guess So-So Toys, to avoid any issues, or whoever designed their eyes, figure, let's just do 2 eyeballs instead. What'd you say?
Could have been some patent rights.
Oh, that too. That's a possibility. Mm-hmm. We got Joker J says, so I wonder about the body shop. You guys. TK, welcome, my friend. Happy Easter. That's
TK.
If there's a way to get a fusion reactor, yeah, that'd be sick. There's always a possibility,
Yeah,
because well, remember that this is gonna have a battery compartment. So wherever the batteries go, right? Wherever the batteries go, that's where you're gonna put in any type of arc reactor, because that's where you're gonna plug it in. So, so that works. Beautiful. Now going back to not going back. Now we're going to the main conversation, which is
yes, let's do this.
Which is
real quick, TK. This is the fusion reactor battery sets. This is for my Kylo Ren from the Rise of Skywalker. One is for the helmet, one is for the saber. It's pretty much. I have the
Hulkbuster.
It's pretty much just button cell dummies. That's all it is with a wire. It's cool to have.
Rob, we're going to start with you.
Let's go.
So I don't know if you remember us having this conversation on our first stream.
Yes, I do. And I saw the post and I said, yep.
So now seeing literally what you guys mentioned, because you guys, I know you guys for a fact said Star Killer. I know I mentioned because I knew of Revan. I didn't know Star Killer, so I never mentioned Star Killer. I knew of Revan, which I feel like those are the two figures that are out of left field. Nobody expected. I sure, didn't, because again, why would they come out? Where are they coming from? I didn't play the video game, so I never expected them. Now knowing that this is what's coming, right? So we have the Inquisitors here, right? We got Revan, we got Darth Vader. We don't know, which Darth Vader he is. Looks like it could be the one that's set out yet. It could be any, right? Just for the promo picture. Darth Maul could be any, right? Could be a new one. It could be an old one. Kylo Ren for the picture could be an old one, right? But I feel like there may be an artisan on the way. We got Palpatine. Yeah. We got Moff Gideon 2.0. We got Star Killer. We got Marek, and then we got Dooku. So seeing this lineup, what do you think? What do you feel about it? Where do you think this is headed?
As far as like trying to introduce us to the dark side line, I could see them putting out the figures they already lined up, that they already have announced and released, just to give you that little tease. We're definitely getting that Revan. But Revan, there's two cuts to him. There's a Jedi and there's a dark side version. So that would, in my opinion, to do that, give me an option of a 2-pack. Give me an option on the 2-pack when it comes to Revan. I don't want to drop dollars on single packs. Just give me a 2-pack of Revan.
Well,
that Star Killer. That Star Killer is going to be an awesome fig, depending again what version we get. This dark side line, I can see a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of characters, man. There's a lot of characters. We can get a Malgus, we can get a Darth Malik, we can get a Darth Talon. Nobody ever mentions her name. There's a character called Darth Talon, and she is wicked.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
She almost looks like like a Darth Maul, with the red and the black, the tattooed markings.
Oh wow!
And then she also looks like a Twilight with the long thingy things, like Ahsoka and all of them. She's really a badass character. There's a lot of possibilities with this dark side line.
Do you think this is it, or do you think there's more to come?
Oh hell no! There's gonna be way more. There's too much. If you're gonna do a dark side line.
Right.
Then you have to go on this line hard.
Right.
There is a lot of characters, We can get a Darth Plagueis.
Nice.
You get
Darth
Maul's brother.
Like I said, if you give us a Darth Revan, his sidekick and his apprentice was Darth Malik. Give us a Darth Malik. That would be a nice figure to have. I could see that one being something with a magnetic faceplate because Revan and Malik got into it, and Revan slashed off half his face, and that's why he's got that big metal piece going across. Like that. That's a line that if you're going to do this, do it right. Do this dark side. If you're going to do this dark side line, do it right. Do it right. Don't shorthand us. Don't shortchange us.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do a 2.0, if you're gonna do a re-release, go ahead. Give us something different to the figure. I wouldn't mind buying another version, But if you're gonna do this line, do it right. Do it right. That's what I ask of Hot Toys. If you're gonna talk about dark side, then do it right.
Yeah. What would you be upset about if they did? Meaning what? Like they wouldn't give you a proper figure, or they just miss out on opportunities giving us characters? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I'm afraid they're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities when it comes to characters. That's my concern, because there's a lot of opportunities they missed out on other IPs. Granted, the sequel trilogy was not a great hit. I was not a fan of it myself. But I do like characters. That Knights of Ren would have been a nice set to have.
Knights of Ren.
You know, that would have been nice to have with Kylo. You know, you could have a nice Kylo Ren setup with his Knights of Ren around him. That would have been a dope setup. You know, that was a missed opportunity. So this is what I'm hoping that they don't do. You know, don't give us two greats and then swing and miss on two that we should have had.
Right.
You know, be consistent on this one. Consistency is key for this line. If you're gonna do dark side, you got to be consistent and you got to go hard.
Now, regarding Dooku, since he seems to be, you know, very questionable, we don't, again, these pictures, I mean, these figures in the picture, they could be figures that, you know, that we already got years ago. It's just part of the image, right? Doesn't mean that
exactly. That's what I was trying to say. It could just because, you know, this is what they already have made.
Correct.
They want to show you like this is our dark side line. I don't agree with the Moff Gideon.
Right.
That doesn't belong there. But I do see what they're trying to say.
Right.
Like, you know, a lot of people may say we don't have a lot of dark side characters, which we didn't. But if you look at the picture now, we're getting there.
Right. No,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
So, you know, I really want these two Inquisitors given to us. You teased it, and we haven't heard nothing about it. You know, Grand Inquisitor's out, Weaver's out, and those two are still not even anything. You know, it's just a quick tease, and that was it. So this gives me hope. I would love just a straight up Sith display. Right. And everybody had to, you know, every single one is going to have a CCFL. You know, like
shout out to TK. Shout out to TK in the house.
Like, okay, if you go back to the Knights of the Old Republic game, that little cut scene, that little cinematic scene, when all you saw was just red sabers popping, pop, 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 that was sick.
Yeah.
You know, like I could see something like that on a display. You know, Jedi, Sith, just an all-out battle, man. That is going to be an awesome line if Hot Toys addresses it right. If they focus the way they need to and go at it the right way, Howard Chan, you're a Star Wars fan. I hope you are a true thorough Star Wars fan because this got to be correct.
All right. Nefty.
Let's go, baby! We gotta get this. And I'm just curious because you have a whole bunch of mix. So are they going to be trademarked as Sith? Because you got video game line, you got the Siths from the Inquisitors from the Obi-Wan. You have the Mandalorian and Clone Wars. So I mean, but absolutely, bring it home. I'm just curious how they're going to be a label. Video game line, Obi-Wan line. Are they, you know? And same question: is this it? Are there more coming? You know, and hopefully it's more that is coming. But yeah, man. This is a no-brainer. It's a good business for Hot Toys as well. You know?
Nefty, if you were to pick one that you're most excited about after just from the picture, what would it be?
Revan.
Revan.
Yeah, let me tell you, my kids love Revan, and yes, there's various versions of him, but this version here, which I believe is the red one with the black cloak and all that, good to go. Good to go.
That's the one with the I believe he has the double sabers on this one.
Yeah,
he's got the purple and the red.
He's got them on too, purple and red. Yeah.
Even when I mentioned to my kids about Star Killer, they were like, "Oh, which version?" Same thing, you know. But yeah, this is a no-brainer. Good for business. Bring it. Even if you got to bring back the old guys like Dooku, and for people that didn't get another shot at it, I'll probably if it's different from the first one or upgrades, I'll wind up getting him anyway because you know, I have a big, you know, collection that I can display him differently and one side of the collection versus the other, you know. But yeah, bring it. This is a no-brainer.
Brad, TK Magic Shop will be selling the CCFLs. So you might want to contact him because he's already getting them set. He's been testing them out and everything. So you may want to look into him because he's going to have like literally every single one. Harold says, the one way I could see this, see of the older ones coming is a 2.0 with a USB lightsaber. That's true. That would be an update that I think people would be happy with.
That would be the only upgrade I could see. The only I could see Dooku being done differently is his little speeder. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That would be nice to have. I wouldn't
that'd be
mind
nice.
having
Yeah,
that. That'd be a cool little speeder bike to have. That
like
little
dark
speeder bike
full
is dope.
speeder.
TK makes a good point. Says they better not make these exclusive. What do you guys think, Nefty? You think they're going to be the
Yeah,
same
no,
thing?
Nah,
man,
I don't think so.
you're gonna piss a lot of
You're gonna
people
get
off.
what?
You're
You-
gonna be right.
you're gonna feel a force choke, boy.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's a
so
Nah,
you're
that would be the most idiotic move for Hot Toys to do to
yeah.
make this an
There's
exclusive
so
line.
much money to be made there, you know.
If
no.
you do this on a lottery, you have just burnt and turned away mad people. I will be one.
Or do this, Fab. Or do this, Fab. Pick two characters. Do the lottery thing, but the majority you gotta keep. You know, you gotta have
So
it available for the group.
so now, I guess my question is, so you don't want the lottery, right? You don't want that. But what I'm
No.
saying is, do you think, right? Because wanting one thing and thinking is another.
Yeah.
Do you
Mm.
think, just like they did the Umbra because it was Battlefront, right? You guys are talking about, and also William said it, these Starkill and Revit would only come from a VGM line from the video games, right? Old video games at that.
Yep.
So why would you expect, obviously, you know, the caliber of figure, I understand, but why would you expect a figure of that magnitude and that, you know, that such a big name to be offered to everybody from a video game that's years old and maybe the popularity is not there anymore?
You have a point. I mean, they can do whatever they want. Just from a business angle, I mean, they lose the chance of making a lot of money because a lot of people are going to jump on this.
Yes, sir.
But they can do that. They can go exclusive. They did it well with the last Umbra video game character.
Well, so this is my point. Exactly what you just said, right? So your point was they're losing out a lot of money. Well, aren't they every single time they make an artisan a limited figure? They are. So if that's the case, if we're going to talk about them missing out on money, then why are we getting 1,500 figures? Why are we getting 1,200 figures? Why are we getting, you know what I mean? So that doesn't affect them. That doesn't, clearly that's not a problem.
Yeah.
I
I think they have a set number when it comes to the artisans. I think they have a set number of what they're spending and what they're getting back and their profit margin. They're comfortable with that to say we can just drop this amount and just call it a day, you know, and give something to the community, you know, have that exclusive, you know, feel to a figure, you know. Who knows, you know? I think it comes down to the numbers for them. I think they have a set mind on numbers.
I think that, I think the point of, you know, these exclusives is to make, just like, I feel like it's like pocket change. You know what I mean? Because it's like, do you
To fund the
really?
next project.
Probably,
Yeah.
it's got to be. It's got to be because again, if the point is, well, Hot Toys is missing out on a lot of money by making these limited exclusives, and they're going to keep doing them over. They have been already, so clearly they don't care about that. But they're making a ton of money with these exclusives.
Yep.
Because, you know, they're not. I can guarantee you, like I said, that the Jack Sparrow is, a lot of that stuff is reused. A lot of it.
Oh, definitely. You can see it.
95% of it is reused. So they don't need to make new outfits, right? New different styles of anything, because it's all going to be reused. So does it justify that for them? Nefty.
Yeah, so it does. I mean, they have the ball in their court. And they can go any way with this, you know, make money. The artisan, I do believe he's right that they probably already know where they all make their money. They make their limited amount of run, and boom, they're getting paid. But you know, overall, people want to get a chance in getting these characters. You make it too exclusive. I know that's part of the culture. I know that's part of the collecting community, and we got to deal with it. Hence the reason why earlier I said, okay, if you look at this lineup, pick two figures, make it the lottery system. The rest, open it to the masses. hopefully that's a balance right there.
Rob, what do you think? So you said that again, they're missing out on a lot of money. What would you, as a company owner, right? What would you think that would be the strategy behind that?
I think it's more of a give and take. You make a certain amount. This is where I want to make. Give something back to the community because there's been a lot of complaints about exclusiveness and the reissues and the 2.0s, and the collecting game changed a lot in the past 2-3 years, and I could see the direction Hot Toys is going because it's happening. People are calling it FOMO, but it's actually happening. If you don't pre-order your figure, at least just to lock in somewhere, you're gonna be spending more than what you want in the aftermarket. Hot Toys is seeing this; they know it. The less production numbers, figures are selling out faster. It's all strategy. It's all about making a certain amount of money per figure that they're more than comfortable with.
Yep.
And then moving on to the next project. Here goes this Dark Side line. Did anybody expect this to come out? No, we had no idea they were doing this. Right. They just dropped it on us, and now everybody's going to be in a frenzy for these figures.
Mm-hmm. And it's something like Mike said last night in my situation with the Jack Sparrow. I was walking into the theater. I want that character. I don't have time to go through Sideshow. Right. I really want it. I paid for it in one shot. Because I want it, you understand, and that's the price I paid for getting that I
mean, look, like I said with the Umbra, like first of all, I had no idea about this Jack Sparrow. I saw it in the group. Oh, it's sold out and it's over. I was like, what the everybody talking about? And I realized it. And I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. But when it came to the Umbra, I was not going through it. I was not joining that lottery shootout with Sideshow. I wasn't going to do that because it happened with Artisan Anakin. I had got me a great number online. And then out of nowhere, I was like 7,000 and change.
7,000 and change.
How did I go from like 300 and something to like into the 7,000s? And I was like, you know what? I'm out. I'm not going to get this figure.
And in fact, I'm sorry. In fact, you was mentioning before as well that, you got to look into alternatives now. If you don't want to fall into if you can't make the lottery system, you don't like the lottery system, alternatives. Other people overseas, there's a lot of good people out there.
That's what I did with the Umbra.
Yeah.
I went straight. Listen, I saw the announcement for the Umbra. I was like, oh, this is going to be a madhouse because I already saw it limited edition. Hong Kong's getting 300 and this and that's. Here we go. The next day, William Wayne posted, pre-orders up. I jumped. Hit him with a message. William, lock me in. He said, got me. That was it.
Same here, Fabs. I technically bought my Jack Sparrow even before Sideshow went up. Because I was in the movie theater and what was it, 12 p.m. start? It hadn't started yet. At 11:35, I already had locked it in, paid it. I mean, you had to pay it in full. And shortly after that, the money started going up. The price.
Yeah.
I kept going back.
Listen,
like start going up.
What I got my Umbra for, I'm very happy. It's a little bit over retail compared to what it would have been through Sideshow, but I wasn't going through that crazy madhouse. I still paid under $4. I'm happy, and I'm just waiting for it to show up. Yeah, without the stress, without the headache and aggravation.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point too, Nafti. Go ahead.
And in summary, this is a positive attention for Hot Toys. It gets the community all round up, going and getting interest in the game. Yeah. So it's a win-win. The exclusivity, the junky lottery system. It keeps all of us entertained on our toes, trying to.
Yeah, exactly.
Hunt,
I mean, it was getting a little boring. Like, all right, I need this figure. There it is. You didn't even have to look hard. Just go on Facebook and just go on anything that sells a Hot Toy, and it's there.
And what do you do as an individual? Now you reach out to community groups that you never reached out to. You make friends that you never thought of because you want to stay connected. Right. You want to stay on what's happening, learning and jumping on it. And again, it's different for everybody because you mentioned perfectly when it came to the 3 SKU argument that you do need a base argument, a base SKU, because there are people that cannot afford the deluxe, or they don't want the deluxe at all.
Right.
And you don't want to lose the companies. Hot Toys don't want to lose that customer there. So
Yep.
so there's something for everybody here.
Gotta please everybody. It's a big community.
Yeah.
You got different type of collectors.
Absolutely.
You know?
In this recent lottery system, I've made friends from overseas, and it's been a good experience so far. That's good. You know?
We have Tony P in the house. How are you, my friend? Happy Easter. Thank you for being here. And we got TK saying he says anyone who has not purchased a hot toy at this point in their collecting can now get these legacy characters. If they remake them. You know, only if they remake them.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So that's the only thing. TK, this stream results. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. I love
Yeah.
right now. Nefty and True got me hyped right now. He's right. Yeah, no, it's true. And that's the thing, you know, when you guys talk about stuff, it's because you guys know about it. You know, you guys are fans of it. So that's why when that guy said that, I'm like, he has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Nefty hit it right on the money. It makes it like going to the casino.
Yeah.
No, it is true. It is true. It gets
With all my figures that I have, the ones that I had the most pleasure out of getting were my OTs.
Yeah.
I went on a hunt for those.
Yeah.
You know, because I got into this late. But the figures that really mean the most to me are my OTs. The Luke Farm Boy, the Leia, the Han Chewie,
I'm in the same boat as you.
Beta Tarkin 2-pack, the Snow Trooper, the Han Solo and Luke Stormtrooper disguise. Those are the figures that mean the most to me because those are the ones that I put that hunt in. Like it gave me that feel back in the days when I was toy hunting, you know? Those you gotta cut my head off to take that from me. They ain't going nowhere.
Or if you're like me,
I'll trade you for a quarter scale Grogu.
I was just gonna say, if you're like me, more temple, I'll do a nice trade for a Grogu.
Sure thing. Just throw a little $8,000 on that with it, okay?
The little baby one. They're all over my wife's desk. This is her desk here. So they're all over my desk.
Man, I got one even smaller than that for you guys.
Nefty, any trades?
Yeah.
You know, for a fact, I've never sold a figure or traded a figure.
Exclusive. This is from the Bandai movie realizations, the samurai versions.
Nice.
Yeah. He's actually a little bit more posable than the Hot Toys.
Oh, look at that.
He's got his little Munyo on top. He's got his little feet on the bottom. Torso bend. His little coche. It's dope, man. It's dope.
I gotta give you my address. I forgot to send it to you.
I'll trade you this for the quarter scale.
For the quarter scale. How dare you? We got characters. We're just starting the hunt. Yeah, it's just the beginning.
Cheers, dude. Good luck. Well, actually, if you're starting those OTs now, you're in a good place because, man, listen, I just saw a Darkseid Anakin on Wayne for $350. I saw Farm Boy Luke for $275. I saw the OT Leia with the buns for like $300. Perfect time because I don't know why, but people are dumping these figures at cheap, man.
Or you can get lucky like me, guys, in the community. If you don't know this, people in the chat in the group know this, but outside the group, the other day I purchased Black Widow from Fabs, and when I received it, it was a Darkseid Anakin, and I went 1980 on it. I said, no Braxies.
Can you imagine?
I told him, yo, I'm opening up the Black Widow, and it turned out to be Dark Anakin. No Braxies.
Can you imagine? I would walk to your house to get it back.
He said he's coming over. He's gonna sleep over to get it back. I opened that up and I'm like, no, look at this.
Can you imagine? Oh my god! All right, guys. So, Rob, are you expecting any new figures? Anything coming in at all?
Well, I'm still waiting to. Well, I finally got my notification for the Vader from the Obi. So I'm expecting as soon as Sideshow gets there, the next shipment, I'm getting that. Still waiting on my Padme. I'm still waiting on my 3PO, my Super Battle Droid, and I'm still waiting for my Umbra. I'm waiting for that to come in.
Nice.
Other than that, I'm just on pause right now. I just got some CPFLs yesterday from TK. So
Oh, nice. You have them on or no?
nah, actually, I got to redo a lot of stuff. I had a little accident last night and
Oh, I got you.
took a tumble into my cases, and I got a big redo project right now after this stream.
All right, and then Nefty.
Just waiting on Umbra. Just waiting on Umbra and the notification for Mr. Knight. That's it. I mean, I have about 10 boxes I got to open up that I received over the last week. Padme, Vader, Black Adam, and a bunch of other things in there.
Now, how is your
Nefty, where did you get your Umbra from? Did you get it from?
Session. I got it in the lottery system. Yeah, I paid $305 with shipping and everything. $265 after tax and everything. $305 for the Umbra.
Yo, can you imagine, man? That's such a deal, such a steal for that. When you see
Yeah.
it for 400, 500, man.
Yeah, but they got me back with Jack Sparrow because I paid $580 on that one.
That is true. Now,
Yeah, they got me back. So we're like this for the year.
what is your ritual when it comes to opening your figures? Like, obviously, you just said you have a bunch of you haven't opened. So how does that work? Like, when do you get to them, and do you open one at a time or like multiples?
No. I open them one at a time. This is a rare moment because I'm still building my module case.
Oh,
So it's not just building the module case. Then you got to get all the electrical line, the USBs. Then I want to put some Goovy lights on the back. It's all the little things that'll bring the module case together. And then getting all the figures together in order of how I want to present them. So it's been taking a while.
It's a process, man.
Joker J says, Nefty, they got you on the comeback.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The year's not over. We're what? Tomorrow's April 1st, April Fool's. Then we're a month away from May the 4th. Now, is this thing going to be part of May the 4th? Or is it going to be done?
Has to be.
Sometimes we hype it up May the 4th.
Yeah,
we get nothing.
Exactly. Well, last year was like, we're like, what the hell's going on? I remember last year. So I can guarantee you this has to be something from here has to be released on that day or announced.
Based on that lineup of the set, there's 4 characters that I'm interested in. The 2 Inquisitors, Revan and
Starkiller.
The rest I have in one form or another.
Exactly. And Marek and 2.0.
I have Marek ordered. So
I got him PO. So
no, that's insane.
Like Nefty, the 2 Inquisitors, Revenant and Starkiller. Those are the only 4 I'm anticipating.
Yeah.
Now, if they give us other announcements later, like I said, Malgus, Nihilus, Plagueis, those are day ones for me, man.
And soon they'll announce their summer exclusive, right? It's right before the summer. So that's another thing to look forward to.
Remember we got the Toy Fair exclusives.
That's it. Yeah.
The Toy Fair exclusives. Something's gonna come out of that. We get something every year from that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting too. But yeah, guys. So we have we'll be back on. I'll be back on Tuesday, as usual. Hopefully by then, hopefully Monday we'll get something. Usually Mondays have been slow. We usually get stuff on Tuesday, like after midnight on Tuesday. So we'll see what we get. We're definitely not going to stop getting stuff. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Easter.
Stay safe, everybody.
Welcome, Commander Green.
Yes, Harold, I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Stay safe, everybody.